Sir, welcome to Global Green Hydrogen and Renewable Energy Summit in Kochi, Kerala, organized by Elets in association with Anarth. So, can you please introduce yourself and your organization?
Thank you, Nijum. Firstly, let me congratulate the government of Kerala. I think they've done a wonderful job in bringing the World Hydrogen and Renewable Energy Summit together. As you can see, the participation has been fantastic. The sessions have been great. And the energy that the KSEB and the government of Kerala and the Energy Department have brought together with Energy has been fantastic. So my name is Arjun Mehta. I represent GH2 India or Green Hydrogen India. We are an industry association dedicated to the green hydrogen sector, working with the stakeholders across the entire ecosystem, bringing them together for the ecosystem's development.
Okay, so which are the latest initiatives your industry association has taken to promote or rather bolster this green hydrogen, and why do you think green hydrogen is so important? I mean, why there is so much fuss about it?
So we need to take a step back and understand the rationale of why green hydrogen movement has been so strong over the last 5 years or more. The entire decarbonization movement has had a lot of momentum globally. So lots of sectors which cannot be electrified, such as transportation, shipping, heavy industries such as steel manufacturing, cement, certainly crude refining and fertilizer production, all will require energy sources beyond electricity to decarbonize. And every country in the world, several companies in the world have taken such initiatives to look at lowering the carbon intensity. And the moment we want to do that, you need to look at beyond electricity, and that's where elements such as hydrogen as a chemical, hydrogen as a reagent or a feedstock come into play. And as an energy source as well, hydrogen has a huge potential to bring the carbon intensity of these sectors down.
But still, I mean, all the positive scenarios and the way things are being taken, the initiatives by the government and your association, it's optimistic. But amid these optimistic scenarios, what do you think are some of the few challenges which still needs to be addressed? And if they are addressed, do you think the process will be very smooth?
There are challenges because hydrogen itself is not a new ecosystem, but green hydrogen to be produced with renewable energy, eliminating carbon from the equation is a novel part of what we are trying to do. This requires the entire ecosystem to come together, whether it's technology developers, including R&D companies and large manufacturers, whether it is project developers such as merchant generators of hydrogen, ammonia, methanol, etc. going forward, policymakers, financiers, all of these stakeholders need to come together. And bringing all of these various stakeholders who have different KPIs, different agendas in one ecosystem with aligned, for one development is the challenge here. So policy is evolving rapidly in the right direction, but we need to be faster when it comes to actually executing projects on the ground.
So is GH2 India currently working with Kerala government? And also, if you can highlight some of your role with the central government or MNRE?
So GH2 India is, as I mentioned, a not-for-profit industry association. We work with several stakeholders across the entire value chain. When it comes to government, we work very closely with the MNRE at the central level for a lot of their international outreach, a lot of their international engagements as well. And the state level, we work with several governments. Would love to work in the Kerala environment as well to advance the ecosystem for green shipping, for green road transportation, for coastal waterway transportation, and various other segments, including refineries and fertilizers, which Kerala does have a footprint on. We would love to work here a lot more.
Okay, so I mean, what are your views about today's event? Why do you think this event, the Global Green Hydrogen and Renewable Summit, this is required? Do you think it's a required?
Yes, Nijum, I think events such as these are required. Events such as these bring stakeholders from across the value chain for different segments of the entire process, policymakers, financiers, developers, manufacturers, all together under one umbrella. And events like these, which are organized quite well by the government of Kerala, has a very strong pedigree when it comes to invitations rolled out to senior decision makers from different companies across not just India, but the world as well. We have international governments participating. We have a lot of other state governments having their presence over here as well. And several other actors within the entire value chain who are very serious about advancing this ecosystem are coming together. Second and very important point, the content has been very good. So there's been a lot of takeaway and learning for all participants across the entire industry as well from conversations such as these.
Can we see any events kind of initiative from GH2 India?
We host a lot of events. We are doing quite a lot of good work in terms of bringing the sector together also. For example, our Green Hydrogen India Symposium series has started off very well. On the 10th of February, we had a very good response. And we are having a next event on the 4th of April in New Delhi as well. And I welcome all of our participants in this value chain to attend that. What we are trying to do over there, Nijum, is to create very specific, sharp conversations about the subject. For instance, we are looking at the shipping sector as one such example, where we have created a green ports and shipping network within GH2 India, bringing together actors across the shipping and the maritime sectors, engine manufacturers, green fuel developers, ports and terminal operators, bunkers, and all of these actors would come together to have policy advocacy, capacity building, and a lot of other initiatives that we're planning for.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for your time.